Barak Yahuwah, Barak Yahuwah, Barak Yahuwah. Shalom, peace and blessings and barakut to you and your entire house. Shalom to Yehuda and to Ephraim. Shalom to the former stranger, the former foreigner, the former ger, who was once formerly estranged from the everlasting covenant, but now having received the Ruach of adoption, the Ruach HaKadosh, who is Yahusha HaMashiach, and whereby now being engrafted into the olive tree, who is Yahusha HaMashiach, who is Yasher Al, and whereby now being privy to the same everlasting promise, covenant, and inheritance that was given to Yasher Al and to Yasher Al alone. Shalom to you. My name is Miriam. Peace and blessings and barakut to you and your entire house. Barak Yahuwah. Today is the most wicked day of the year, and everyone knows this day as Halloween. This is the day in which the veil is most thin, and the veil between light and darkness is most thin. And indeed, if you are not on the side of right, the side of righteousness, the side of Torah, you are going to die. Yes, you are. And the veil in this season is almost non-existent between light and darkness. And the master, he doesn't want his people ignorant, and he wants his people to pay attention to his words and to his warnings, because darkness is almost here, and hate is getting ready. Torahlessness, unrighteousness, darkness is getting ready to assume flesh and have complete autonomy for 3.5 years. And he's going to take what belongs to him. Yes, he is. 8.2 billion people on this flat plain earth. And there's only a remnant, 144,000. And those who are attached are going to escape the hour of trial. So if you desire to escape the hour of trial, you must attach yourself to true Yehuda in this season. Yes, you do. Everyone else is going to be left for wrath, where after the great distress, the stick of Yehuda and the stick of Ephraim will become one stick, one woman joined to one husband, Yahusha HaMashiach. So we must ensure that we are on the side of right, and we're not wobbling between two opinions or two minds, or between light and darkness, but rather walking in ruach and in truth. So Barak Yahuwah. With that being said, the master has a word for his people, for those who have eyes to see, ears to hear, and a heart to understand. Barak Yahuwah. Why the master wants to ask a question to his people? Why is sexual immortality? Why is sexual immortality a grave sin? I mean, unlike any other time in history, this thing called sex is being pushed, is being enforced on our society like never before. Just look around you. Just open your front door, or open a book, or open a magazine, or even open up your internet. It is everywhere. It is truly everywhere. Sex is being pushed very much in our society. And why is it being pushed? Why is the adversary pushing this thing called sex on our society? Please turn with me to 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 15 through 20. The words of Shaul. He says, "Do you not know that your bodies are members of Mashiach? Shall I then take the members of Mashiach and make them members of a whore? Let it not be. Or do you not know that he who is joined to a whore is one body? For he says the two shall become one. The two shall be one flesh. And he who is joined to the master is one spirit, one ruach. Flee whoring. Every sin that a man does is outside the body, but he who commits whoring sins against his own body. Or do you not know that your body is the dwelling place of the set apart spirit who is in you, which you have from Elohim. And you are not your own, for you were bought with a price. Therefore esteem Elohim in your body and in the spirit which are of Elohim. Barak Yahuwah. Barak Yahuwah. So whoredom is a grave. It is a grave sin. And Shaul tells us to flee this whoredom and to flee sexual immortality. And why does he say this? Because he's saying this because it equates to idolatry. Yes, it does. Sex worship, plain and simple, it is Baal worship. It is Asherah worship. Yes, it is. So you must understand something. As of the year 722 BCE, Ephraim, it was divorced and scattered across the four corners of this flat plain earth, and they were scattered amongst the nations. So they have taken this Baal worship and this Asherah worship with them, which is sex worship. Yes, it is. Sex worship is Baal worship. It is Asherah worship, and the whole earth has been given. It has been given to sex worship. You really can't escape it. It is everywhere. This sex worship, it was birthed in the land of Shinar. This is from Babal. This is temple, cult, prostitution, and many of you have come into the way of Yahuwah, and you have brought this sex worship into your lives. You have brought it with you, with worshiping your Yahuwah, and your mind is torn. It is confused, and it is split because you cannot really get your mind off of sex, and you have come out of Baal worship, but you have brought it with you. And many who are calling on the name of Yahuwah, calling themselves Yahudim or Yasherlim, in your bedrooms, you're still practicing the unclean sex practices and fornication, and or entering, or many of you do this. You're entering into feasts with perverseness and lust, and you call yourselves separated people of Yahuwah, and you're liars. You're liars. You're not of Yahuwah, and all you're doing is you're bringing your Baal worship with you. You're bringing sun worship with you, which is sex worship, which is Baal worship. It is Asherah worship, into his Kadush feast, and he's going to get you. Yes, he is. And you're bringing it into your bedrooms, and you need to know that Yahuwah, he's not there while you're practicing your oral sex or your different sexual positions, because this is not of Yahuwah. And if you're engaging in any of this, you don't belong to Yahuwah. No, you do not. We ought to make a distinction. House of Yasharal, we ought to make a distinction between the clean and the unclean in all our behavior. The marriage bed is undefiled, and marriage is honorable above all. But Yahuwah says adulterers and whoremongers he is going to judge. So, do you think our ancestors, they fell because of a statue? Or the 200 messengers that left their abode, do you think they just fell? They fell because of sex worship. Yes, because of Baal worship, because of Asherah worship. The world now, it is engulfed. It is engulfed with sex worship. And some of you, please pay attention to what the Master is saying. Many of you who call yourselves Yehuda or call yourselves Yashralim, who say they worship Yahuwah, you're worshiping Baal and you're worshiping Asherah with your perverseness, with your sexual acts, with your sex worship, and some of you who are married and you call yourselves Yehuda or Yashraal, you're looking at your wives as you're not looking at them as co-heirs, and not seeing them being made in the image of Yahuwah, or you're just looking at her like a hunk of flesh. This is not of Yahuwah. This is Baal worship. This is sex worship, and the whole world, the whole earth is engulfed in this kind of filth. Some of you, listen to me, some of you hide amongst us, and some of you are addicted to filth, some of you are addicted to pornography and masturbation, and you're engaging in sex worship. And if you are truly born of Yahuwah, you don't walk according to the lust and the desires of the flesh, because the whole earth has been given over to sex worship. We must walk, house of Yashra'al, Yahuda. We must walk in Ruach and in truth. Barak Yahuwah. Listen to me. The same way the ruach of Yahuwah enters us, provided he is able to enter you, because he is clean, and we ought to be spotless before he can enter us, or he cannot enter you if you're joined to another. But in the same way that the ruach of Yahuwah enters us and we become one with him, when we worship other mighty ones, those demons, those ruachs that are attached to them, they will enter us. Even if you're not bowing down to an idol but submitting to it, those ruachs, whatever is attached to that idol, it will attach to you. It will become akad. It will become one with you. And many will not bow. Many will not bow to idols, but they will have multiple sex partners, and they will just go around having multiple sex partners. And this is the deception. This is the deception, because if you're engaged in sex worship, ultimately you have submitted to Baal. You have submitted to Baal and Asherah. You have submitted to the worship of sex, and you are still inviting these wicked ruakuts into your body, and more quickly, more quickly than bowing down to idols. Barak Yahuwah. So those ruachs have a direct pathway to become one with you. So the more of them that are in you, the lower and lower you're gonna go, to the point where they will have complete control of your mind, to the point where you will be given over to a reprobate mind. This is why they push this garbage on us. This is why they push this on us. And when we disobey Yahuwah and engage in sex outside of a covenant marriage, we are obeying and submitting to fallen ones, and they will enter us this way. But if it is ordained, by Yahuwah, and it is clean, and it is kadush, and is separated by Yahuwah, and someone basically who has the same mind, the same mindset, then those fallen ones, those wicked ruakuts, they won't have any power. They will not have any power to you. Barak Yahuwah. Yahuwah, he will not join. He will not join himself with a whore. And if you are engaging in filth, and if you're engaging in sex worship or Baal worship, he's not there. He's not there. You can guarantee he's not there. Your prayers are being offered up to Baal, to Hashatan, and he is your master. Yes, he is. Yahuwah, he cannot enter. He cannot enter another man's wife. And if you belong to Baal, and all that is attached to Baal, then you must go to the threshing floor and cry out from the land of Egypt, because this whole earth is Egypt. Cry out for deliverance. Seek a divorcement from all these evil ruachuts that are attached to you, and allow the master to cleanse you and to thresh you, so that the master can come and have relations with you, because Yahuwah desires a spotless bride without blemish. Please turn with me to Revelation 18, Revelation 18 verses 1 through 5. And after this I saw another messenger coming down from heaven, having a great authority, and the earth was lightened from his esteem. And he cried out with a mighty voice, saying, Babel the great is fallen and has become a dwelling place of demons, a haunt for every unclean spirit, and a haunt for every unclean and hated bird. Because all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her whoring, and the sovereigns of the earth have committed whoring with her, and the merchants of the earth have become rich through the power of her riotous living. And I heard another voice from the heaven saying, Come out from her, my people. Come out from her, my people. Come out from her, my people, lest you share in her sins, and lest you receive of her plagues, because her sins have piled up to reach the heaven, and Elohim has remembered her unrighteousness. Come out from whoredom. Come out from the worship of sex, of Baal worship, of sex worship, of Asher worship, from Babal. Come out from the land of Shinar, and make a distinction. Make a distinction between the clean and the unclean, and seek him with a hunger and with a thirst like you have never before, because your life truly depends on it. I pray this word has edified you. I pray this word has not fallen on deaf ears, but you hear the voice of the Master, his warnings, and adhere to his voice, because indeed darkness is coming, and it is not the Master's desire that anyone should perish. So with that being said, I pray that Yahuwah baraks you, and guard you. Yahuwah make his face shine upon you and show favor unto you. Yahuwah lift up his face upon you and give you shalom. Thus you shall put my name on the children of Yasharal, and I myself shall barak them. So be it, so be it, so be it. Shalom.